Hi, David Lauterstein here. I've been doing zero balancing for over 25 years. And the primary question people ask me again and again is, what is zero balancing? Well, zero balancing is a therapy that works with the movement of energy through the skeleton, through the muscular skeletal system, particularly focusing on the energy flowing through the bones and the joints. It's fantastic because, like acupuncture and other energy-based therapies, it gets a release on the level of the nervous system, the endocrine system, the energy overall that we're seeing is equally necessary as a release of the body structure. Now, what I'd like to do is show you a technique of working with the hip. The hip is critically important because the hip is the first joint below the sacroiliac joint. It is a joint that fundamentally underlies the lower back, and therefore, in the case of lower back pain, release of the hip is usually one of the most important things we can do. And so in zero balancing, let me show you how we can engage and evaluate the hip joint and work with it. So to work with the hip, we need to know how it's doing. In zero balancing, we evaluate the hip with medial and lateral rotation, just seeing if there are any restrictions to range of motion, assuming that restrictions to range of motion are also restrictions of energy flow. After we've done an evaluation, then we introduce length through the whole system with a gentle straight pull. Then I'm going to introduce specifically an opening in the hip, just leaning back. Very easy, you get to use your body weight for this movement. And then I'm going to add additional length in through the hip joint while I medially rotate just a little bit and hold it. So now you've got a series of vectors going through the hip joint, length, opening, and medial rotation all on top of each other. And this engages the ligaments and also stimulates the energy flow through the hip and really through the entire body, since the hip is so fundamental to the body's balance and energy flow. And then after I've held it for a length of time that feels appropriate, then I'm going to let go of the medial rotation, let go of the length, set the leg down. And oftentimes the person will report a dramatically enhanced feeling of energy flow and health, a sense of nice calm and openness through the whole body. So in zero balancing, we work with all the major joints of the body, what we call the foundation joints, that are most fundamental for the flow of energy through the musculoskeletal system. That gives you leverage on the health of the person, and it's absolutely intriguing to work with the foundation joints in the foot, in the hip, in the lower back, sacrum, lumbar vertebrae, the ribs, the cervical vertebrae, the shoulder girdle, and the head itself. So it's a way to work with the whole body. I encourage you to see and learn more of these techniques when we go into the zero balancing course that's coming up soon. Thanks so much.